This coming Saturday, AFC Wimbledon do take on league leaders Port Vale away from home. Going to be definitely one of the toughest tests this season so far. Coming into this game, Wimbledon are in decent form in every single home game as we are unbeaten at home. But away from home, we've only won one game away from home this season, which was earlier on in the season against Cheltenham Town, a 1-0 win away from home. Will be tough. Port Vale have got some amazing players, but so have we. If we can just, to be honest, away from home, we're not taking our chances, but we are still creating a lot of opportunities. But just in front of goal, that lacking edge of finishing it into the back of the net is worrying at the moment. But let's hope that can all turn around this Saturday, as it is a massively important game in League Two for us. So let's talk about Port Vale start, as they are the home side. They do currently sit top of the table after a very successful start to life in League Two this season. 13 games have been played, 8 wins, 3 draws and 2 losses, which came both in the early start of the season at the back end of August, with 2 losses in a row to Barrow and Doncaster Rovers. So it does show that they can lose games. They have lost a game at home. They've lost 1 game away and 1 game away from home. Their game that they lost at home was against Doncaster Rovers, and Doncaster is still a pretty decent side, so that was probably the fair result. But since then, the Vale have been pretty much the team to beat, with players like Ethan Chislett, Ronan Curtis, which are both former Dons. Ben Hennigan is in the side as well for Port Vale. It will be a tough test to get through them. Ronan Curtis, Ethan Chislett, the creativity they have in the squad is absolutely unbelievable. They have a tough defence as well to break down. Ben Hennigan, I think I highly rated him when he was at Wimbledon. Really good, strong centre-back. Physicality is up there. And it's shown so far, as they are top of the table with only 2 losses to their name, and they've been unbeaten in the past 2 months, nearly 3 months as well. So it will, as I said, be a tough test. Something which I saw about Vale, they just have absolutely incredible balance in their squad, with physicality and pace up front, with Laurent Tolarge. Was a former Aldershot player, lives literally around the corner from me. Well, when he did play for Aldershot, watched him a couple times. Was an absolute brilliant striker. Scored so many goals for Aldershot in non-league. If he can do that in League Two, that will be brilliant for his confidence. Started around half of his games, but I think if he finds just a couple goals into the back of the net, he will be absolutely firing them into the back of the net. Having creative players like Curtis and Chislett has definitely been a positive for Vale as well. When they've got Jaden Stockley, Laurent Tolarge up front as well, you need to have those creative players behind them, and I think that's what they have. It's kind of what Wimbledon have as well. I think it's a very similar kind of structured squad. It's kind of the same formation that we play as well, and also having a vast amount of experienced players Port Vale do have as well, will help them too, with the likes of Stockley, Crowsdale and Garrity. It's kind of what you need to get out of this league. You need a mix of young players coming in from non-league, which you have in Tolarge. You have creative players who have been experienced in the league. Ronan Curtis played in higher divisions. Ethan Chislett played for Wimbledon when we were in League One and League Two. So they have those type of players as well. Crowsdale and Garrity in the midfield will calm everything down. I think, as I said earlier on in the video, Port Vale seem to have kind of the same sort of depth to our squad, having a big mix of experience, younger players coming through, players from the National League coming into the league, players coming down to leagues to play for bigger clubs in the League Two. So I think it will be a pretty evenly matched maybe game on Saturday. Port Vale have had some really amazing wins this season, and it seems like they have already been playing against tough oppositions. I think Wimbledon had maybe an easier start to life in League Two, playing the easier teams, and now we're kind of catching up. But I don't really think Wimbledon have a tough month in this league. It's very balanced on the teams that we play. Like 1 week we play someone at the top, 1 week we play someone at the bottom. So that's what I like about our fixtures. But Port Vale have already beaten Notts County and MK, both away from home in their most recent games, which is very impressive as well. They've already shown that they can be up there, that they've beaten teams that want to be in the top 7 come the end of the season. So they definitely are the team to beat in League Two this season. So that's pretty much everything from Port Vale. Their manager, Darren Moore, as well, has had so much experience, loads of experience in Sheffield Wednesday and the leagues above. He's come down to League Two, to Port Vale, to do a job to get them back up to League One, where they think they do belong. And at the moment, they are showing it with the players that they have. It will be a tough ask to beat them on Saturday. But Wimbledon are in decent form in the past recent games. I think Wimbledon will go up there. Yes, we might be the ones which are trying to upset Port Vale, trying to get their second loss at home of the season. But I think Wimbledon can do it. Yes, we haven't really been good away from home in terms of scoring goals away from home, but I think maybe possibly some fans are overreacting just due to the fact that we still have been creating chances away from home. We just haven't put them away. Salford away, for example, we lost that game. Second half, we did still create some good chances. The ball might have gone over the line in one of the chances as well, but the lino couldn't see it. Jake Reeves had a free kick which was blocked. We still did create chances. Same with Notts County away. I thought we dominated the first half. Maybe not so as much the second half, but we still created chances in the second half, which we didn't really dominate. So we definitely should have scored at least 2 goals in that game and possibly won the game. So if we just take our chances, we have got the players to do it. Josh Newville, James Tilley creating chances. If we look at the last game, which we had a 3-0 win over Morecambe on Tuesday night, Josh Newville, James Tilley all creating through the flanks. Callum Maycock being such a good starter in this game. It's such a good starter in this squad now. Ever since he joined in pre-season, I thought he looked positive. I thought he would have got the get-go. He would have got a starting position in the lineup from the start of the season, but unfortunately he didn't. But now he's come in. He's creative, driving forward. That's what you want from a player. You want confidence. And he shows he can get a shot as well because he's scored so many goals in the past recent games as well. We have got the players to do it. I think I am confident going into this game. Wimbledon do sit 10th in League 2 after a pretty successful start to life in League 2. This game will be a strength in character as our away form. As I said, it has not been the great this season with only 1 win at Cheltenham. But I believe I'm confident for this game. We do have some amazing players and we've played some great football. We have Lewis and Johnson back as well, which is exciting. We're not so sure about Riley Harbottle. We had a scan the other day, but we haven't put anything out online about the results of that scan for Riley Harbottle. So hopefully it's okay. Hopefully he may not be in contention, but hopefully for maybe Milton Keynes away next Sunday, he will be involved in that squad. But having Joe Lewis and Ryan Johnson back is absolutely amazing. I think that showed on Tuesday night. They're so calm and collective on the ball. Lewis's diags are absolutely brilliant as well. So I think having them two back for this important away fixture, which Port Vale have got such amazing attackers, we need a very, very strong defence. I think James Ball will still keep his position if Riley Harbottle is not fit. And I think he's done really well, calming it down at the back, passing it out left and right. Pretty much winning every single aerial duel as well. So I think he's done so well adapting to his position. That's what I said in the match review that I did for the Morecambe game. We have so many players who can adapt to positions and move from centre mid to centre back or go out wide. For example, Tilley, he sometimes comes from left wing. He sometimes comes to centre attacking midfielder behind the 2 strikers to have some more creative options. So we have got the players to do it. Another interesting point, Owen Goodman has kept the most clean sheets in the league with 2 other keepers, and the same is Connor Ripley from Port Vale. So that's going to be interesting. If Goodman does keep a clean sheet, he will go top. So that is another interesting point to have. Owen Goodman's been absolutely brilliant so far this season, but he has got a really good defence ahead of him, to be honest with you. What do I think will happen in this game? It's a really, really tough one. Both teams will definitely be up there at the end of the season. You can tell both teams have a vast amount of quality. It's definitely one of the games of the weekend. Port Vale have got incredible balance, but so do we. Both got incredible goalkeepers, both got incredible attackers, midfielders, both got experienced players who know how to get out of this league. So it's going to be pretty much whoever takes their chances on the day, I think, will win this game. I think Wimbledon will win. I doubt a lot of goals will be scored. I'll probably maybe 2 or 3 goals the max in this game against Port Vale on Saturday. Let's go with Port Vale 1, AFC Wimbledon 2. I'd love to see a goal from Omar Bugle away from home. He seems like he only scores at home, but he did get a goal against Morecambe on Tuesday night, which was so happy for him. Same with James Tilley. Both of them have shown how good they can be this season, and James Tilley scoring that goal and Omar Bugle getting his confidence back after scoring since the first game of the season is absolutely brilliant. But I'm going to go with a Wimbledon win on Saturday against Port Vale. Also, if we win this game and then we win our 3 games in hand, we will go over Port Vale at the top of the league. So it's exciting things in the future for this season. So let's see how the next kind of month or so goes with 2 of our games in hand being played in November. But let me know down in the comments your thoughts on AFC Wimbledon versus Port Vale on the weekend. Do you think we'll win? Do you think we'll upset Port Vale? And what type of lineup do you think we will see on Saturday? Thank you for watching. Come on, you dons.